Right, what's up guys, welcome back to Mark Catches. As you can see, we're back on the fishing location, and today it may not be as good as last time we're here, but the weather's alright. I mean, come on, you can't beat the good English weather. Tonight we're doing an overnight session. Hopefully we can have a couple of fish out. I want that big mirror still, or even tango I've learned about, which is a mirror with like an orange lightning bolt on the side. It's only ever been caught once 4 years ago, so it'd be amazing to have that fish out again. Yeah, I think everybody's after that, so I don't know whether that'll happen, but we'll try our best. So I've got all my stuff there, we're gonna get it set up and be back with you, tell you what rig I'm using, we'll get the rods casted in, throw some bait in, so I'll see you then. So the rig I'm gonna be using today is just a standard 6-inch stiff boom I used in the last video, 16mm wafter with a size 4 wide gape hook. It's got a hook quick release on, bait screw, PVA bag. Just a really simple rig, just a crimp to each end, just so it gives it a bit more, as you can see there, bring it up to the camera. You can move that, it has a lot more free movement when it's in the water. And I've just paired that up, it's got a lead leader on with a 2-ounce lead, and it's just paired up with a lead clip. That's how I'm fishing them. I haven't had any tangles yet, I've seen some people mention about them. And Jack Rigby again mentioned about fishing with a 7 to 8 inch type of rig. I've yet to make one up yet, which the fish, it pulls itself up into the fish's mouth and it stops them from spitting it out, which will be able to make them hook easier. So I'm having a look at making one of them up. I haven't had a chance to make one up yet, but we'll definitely be giving them a go because we can't be losing any more fish. So I'm going to whack these in now. Hopefully we'll have some fish out and I'll be back with you. Currently 4 o'clock, and as you can see, it's already going dark. It's mad how dark it goes early nowadays as we're getting into these next stages of winter. It gets a lot colder. The fish, I've been watching the water, I haven't seen any fish come up. I've seen a few like little tiddlers jump up just around the surface, but I haven't seen any big fish, and I think that's tend to do with the cold weather because the fish's metabolism slows down in the winter, so they're not feeding as much, they're not as hungry, they're not using as many calories, so they just sit there dormant, basically waiting until summer. They're just basically lazy in the winter. But I mean, wouldn't you try and conserve your energy and stay warm, wouldn't you, if you're out in the cold water all day? So hopefully we can have another fish, or another one. I haven't had one yet. Hopefully we can have a fish. Could make some PVA bags up, we can whack them out just before it goes dark. Going to have a super noodle now. We'll have my tea a bit later because bear in mind it's only 4 o'clock. So yeah, speak to you when there's something interesting happening. I was going to go with some super noodles, but I've changed my mind. I've gone with some little chicken southern style bites from Lidl, and the cheese butties I've made, so I'm going to eat them. Hopefully we get a fish, and yeah, I'll recast my rods in a bit. As you can see from behind me, it's going very dark, very fast. I think it's about 5:15 now, and just look how dark it is. I've got my light on behind me so you can actually see me. I've been using my head torch to make a couple of PVA bags in. It's just mad how dark it's gone. But right, for my tactic, I've made a couple more PVA bags up because I'm going to recast them in. But normally when I'm fishing here, as soon as it hits pitch black, you can hear the fish swimming around and crashing and feeding. I haven't really seen them feeding in the day, to be honest. So my idea is, made the PVA bags in, I'm going to recast just as it's going to the point so it's pitch black and just hear the odd one. And then I'm hoping that as I'm going round, they'll see the fresh bait and they think, ooh, I'll have that, and they will hook one and have a fish. So I'll keep you posted, and I'll cast my rods in when it gets a bit darker. As you can tell from behind me, it is time to get the rods back in. I've got my PVA bags here already made up. Just gonna attach them on, whack them out, throw some bait in, get my tea on, and hopefully we can have some fish out. Fingers crossed. Just got the rods in, baited back up, gonna get some tea on. I've got some chili chicken and noodles with me, which I'm quite excited for. So I'm going to get them cooking now. There we have it, some lovely tea, some chicken and noodles again. Can't beat this meal. So I'm just watching the water open for a fish, see if my tactics work. I'm going to eat this and enjoy it. So it's currently about 9 o'clock now and it's absolutely dead, the lake is. There's no movement whatsoever. I've been watching it for about 3 hours now straight and it's just been dark. I haven't heard any fish crashing, like maybe the odd little one on the edge, like the little perch, but nothing more than that. So I'm going to head off to sleep. I'm going to aim to get up at 7 o'clock. I'm going to have an early morning and recast, so hopefully catch some fish in the morning. Well, I mean, hopefully we've still got all the night ahead of us. It is only 9 o'clock, so yeah, I'll see you in the morning. It's currently quarter past 12 in the morning, and this is horrendous. It's eased off a little bit now, but I just woke up to this absolutely bucketing it down. I just hope it lets off a bit I don't want to be packing up in the rain, because this is pretty bad, to be honest. Get soaked otherwise. Morning, it's currently about 7:05 and it's been a very quiet night. There was a lot of rain, as you've probably just seen. It was very, very loud. It woke me up and then took me a while to get back to sleep, to be honest. It was that loud. But well, it was about an hour that did, and then it stopped. And yeah, I didn't hear any fish, surprisingly. Normally you hear a few jumping out and crashing, but like I said, it is getting cold now. So I think I'm going to recast my rods, get some breakfast on, and then yeah, hopefully we can get a fish. See, it is early, so got plenty of time yet. It's currently about 8:30 and I've had a couple of knocks on each rod, so like a pickup, so it was like the bobbin definitely moved about 2 inches. So yeah, oysters fishing there. I've had a couple of knocks. Gonna get some breakfast on now. I've got some Weetabix this morning for a change, and still super noodles, so I might get that on in a bit before I decide to pack up. But yeah, it's a good session so far. I mean, hopefully we get some. We've still got a few hours, so I'm gonna get my breakfast on now. Currently, it's 9:30, and as you can see from behind me, it's decided to start raining. I mean, it is a change in scenery. It's something nice rather than just looking at the bland lake. And to be honest, the noise is quite relaxing, so I can't really complain. I've got my brolly that I sit under. So yeah, I mean, we've had no bites. Well, we've had a few bites. We haven't had any fish out so far. It's been a long, quiet night. Normally you'd hear fish jumping around the edges, or even just see the backs coming out of the water. But we haven't seen any or heard any of that so far tonight, apart from all the rain last night, which was absolutely horrendous. So yeah, I'm going to give it another hour or so. Hopefully we can get a fish out. But yeah, I'll be back with you when something interesting happens. Right guys, unfortunately, come to the end of the fishing session. It's been a nice and good session. We haven't caught any fish, unfortunately, but we've managed to see the beautiful autumn colours. Been some nice sun, some rain, been a bit cloudy at some points. It's just been nice. It hasn't been too cold. I've got about 4 jackets with me because I thought it was going to be freezing, but yeah, just only needed one because it hasn't even been that cold, to be honest. But yeah, it's been a nice session. I think the reason we haven't caught anything is because I haven't fished this peg in about 2 weeks. So I'm thinking next time I come for a fishing session, I'm going to bait up night before and probably a couple of nights before, just to get some bait in the water and get some fish coming back to the area. Because I think that's what we might have to do over these next few months throughout the winter and the autumn, because of fishing it gets so much tougher when the water gets colder. So I'm going to start trickling in little bits of bait just a couple of nights before I come, so the fish are in the general area and hopefully we can have some out. So unfortunately, this is Matt Catches signing out, and I'll see you in the next video.